Melissa really committed to the budget look tonight, Victoria said into the microphone. The laugh hit immediately. Loud, clean, finished. Melissa felt the room turn before the music even came back. Melissa kept the smile steady, that tiny, trained office smile, polite and hollow. The champagne in her hand had gone warm. Victoria Hale stood by the bar in her silver dress, every hair in place, holding her glass like she owned the night. Around them, people laughed, not loud, just enough to sting. One covered a smile. Another whispered, "Secretary chic." Melissa laughed, too, because what else could she do? The music kept playing, but her body was locked in that single second. Her boss's eyes, that tone of voice, the casual cruelty dressed as charm. The kind people get away with in corporate life because it sounds almost kind. She took a sip, pretending she didn't hear the echo of it. Her throat burned a little. At the buffet table, someone asked Victoria where she got her own dress. "Custom," she said and smiled. Melissa noticed how even the words sounded expensive. She moved toward the corner, pretending to check her phone. Notifications, faces, noise, all of it blurred. She caught her reflection in the window. Blue dress, neat hair, tired eyes. Not bad. Not enough. A colleague, Jeff, walked over, said something about the playlist, then looked at her, at the dress, and half smiled. That half smile said everything she didn't want to know. The night dragged on with small talk and big egos. Cameras flashed. The smell of perfume, cheap wine, paper plates, it all mixed into something she'd want to forget. She thought of how long it took her to pick that dress. 3 days scrolling, comparing, reading reviews. Simple and elegant, the ad had said. Confident look for working women. She believed it. Near midnight, the photo happened. A group shot, Victoria in the middle, everyone smiling. Melissa beside her, hand on her glass, smiled just tight enough to hide the truth. She didn't know then that the photo would end up online, or that it would follow her home, like a shadow she never invited. But in that moment, in that flash, something inside her froze, and something else started to wake up. The photo showed up 2 days later. Company Instagram. Caption said, "Team Spirit." Victoria in the middle, glowing like a magazine ad. Melissa, 2 steps to the right, caught mid-smile. Same blue dress, same half-empty glass. And under it, a comment, "Love that Amazon dress," faced with tears of joy. She read it 3 times before her brain caught up. It wasn't even the words, it was the emoji. That lazy, casual cruelty packed into 2 pixels. She closed the app, opened it again. By lunchtime, it had 100 likes. At her desk, no one said anything. But the silence had texture, a faint buzz of people pretending not to look. Even the printer seemed too loud. She clicked through emails, fingers shaking just enough to make typos. By afternoon, it was on LinkedIn. Someone tagged the company page. Empowering women in the workplace. The irony hit like glass shattering. When she got home, she didn't turn on the lights right away. The apartment smelled like detergent and takeout, her quiet, safe world. She kicked off her shoes, dropped her bag, sat on the floor. The glow from her laptop lit up her face. The photo again. Her smile, their laughter. It looped in her head like a bad jingle. She almost deleted her account. She hovered over the button. But something stopped her. On the desk, her old camera. The one she used for stock photos. Clean hands, coffee cups, people typing. She'd sold dozens, nothing special. Her blue dress hung over the chair. She looked at it for a long time. Then she stood up, smoothed the fabric between her fingers. It wasn't ugly. It wasn't cheap. It was just honest. She whispered, "Okay then." Her voice surprised her, steady, small, certain. She didn't know what she'd do yet, only that deleting herself wasn't part of it. Somewhere inside that moment, the click that never happened, the breath that held, the balance started to shift. The next night, she cleared her kitchen table, moved the fruit bowl, the mail, the small vase she never liked. Set up her camera, the same one that had outlasted 2 jobs and 1 relationship. She draped a white sheet over the wall, ironed it twice. The sound of steam filled the silence. Her cat watched from the counter, tail flicking in slow rhythm. The blue dress waited on the chair. It looked harmless now, soft fabric, cheap zipper, no reason for shame. But she still hesitated before putting it on, like touching something radioactive. When she did, it fit perfectly, just like the first time. She adjusted the tripod, focused the lens. Click, click, click. Each sound steadier than the last. No smile this time. Not forced, not fake. Just calm. She tried a few poses. Folded arms. A light tilt of the head. One hand on her hip. The room smelled faintly of steam and dust. On the screen, she saw a woman who looked like she knew something. Not angry. Not broken. Just done apologizing. She uploaded the photos one by one. Named the file set confident businesswoman in blue dress. Added tags, corporate, portrait, confident, female professional. She almost laughed at the last one. It wasn't revenge. Not really. It was reclamation. By midnight, the photos were live on 3 platforms. Royalty-free. Standard license. Anyone could buy them. She closed her laptop. The room fell quiet again. Outside, snow brushed against the window. Small, soft, persistent. She didn't feel triumphant. Just balanced. Like the world had quietly tilted back into place. Barely, but enough. She left the camera where it was, light still blinking red. In that tiny glow, the air felt different, lighter, realer. Somewhere between those clicks, she'd stopped being the joke. And without meaning to, she'd already written the punchline. It started with an email. Subject line, exciting new campaign, women in business. Melissa almost deleted it. Then curiosity won. She clicked the link. The company homepage loaded, bold fonts, clean layout, and right there, at the top of the page, her face. Her blue dress. Her photo. She froze. For a second, she thought maybe it was a mistake. Then she saw the credit line. Stock image licensed for commercial use. It wasn't illegal. It wasn't even personal. It was perfect. In the office the next day, people crowded around Victoria's desk. Compliments, laughter, the buzz of something fresh and empowering. Melissa passed by quietly, holding her coffee like armor. Her photo stared back from every monitor. She didn't say a word. Neither did anyone else. Not yet. That afternoon, the first comment appeared under the campaign post. Wait, isn't that Melissa from accounting? Then another. Bro, that's her. The same dress. By the next morning, the post had gone viral. Tweets. Memes. Side-by-side shots. Victoria at the party, Melissa on the banner. Same blue dress. Caption, corporate karma. The office group chat exploded. Victoria shut her door, phone pressed to her ear for most of the day. No one said her name out loud, but the silence had sharp edges. Melissa worked like always, steady, invisible. By evening, the campaign was gone. Deleted from the website, the socials, everything. But it didn't matter. The screenshots were everywhere now. People were laughing again. Only this time, not at her. She sat in her car after work, phone buzzing with messages she didn't answer. She just watched the light on her dashboard flick from red to green. It wasn't revenge, she realized. It was balance, messy, accidental balance. And it had arrived all by itself. By Friday, the office acted like nothing had happened. Emails, coffee runs, meetings, business as usual. Except no one looked at Victoria the same way. Her door stayed closed. The blinds, too. When she finally walked out, her smile looked rehearsed. She passed Melissa in the hallway. A polite nod. Nothing else. That was enough. At home, Melissa made tea. The steam curled in the lamplight. Soft, weightless, familiar. Her laptop pinged with another notification. Someone had sent her a meme. 2 photos side by side. Victoria holding a champagne glass. Melissa in her blue dress. Caption, she wore it better. She stared at it for a moment, then laughed, quietly, almost to herself. It wasn't mean. It wasn't joy either. Just release. Her phone buzzed again. Texts from coworkers, some nervous, some supportive, a few pretending it was all a coincidence. She didn't reply. She scrolled through the endless posts. People online calling her a legend, a symbol, a queen of passive revenge. She didn't feel like any of that. She just felt free. The same photo that once trapped her had turned into her escape. No speeches, no confrontation, just timing and truth. She finished her tea, set the cup down carefully. In the corner of the room, the blue dress hung over a chair, pressed, simple, ordinary again. She stood, reached for it, then stopped halfway. Left it there. The world outside was quiet now. Snow on the windows, a siren far away, the hum of a city that never really cared. She smiled, small, real and quiet. Turned off the light. Only the laptop glowed in the dark. The meme still open, still laughing for her.